Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters where, unfortunately, I didn't really make any progress in the voice logs department because criteria, another thing, Thursday was fucking 12-hour overtime bullshit, not a lot of things I can do, and now I have to get Borderlands thumbnail made. Yeah, a lot of stuff's got to get done with. I really want to make progress on this game, but I have so much shit already on my plate that is making it difficult to do that. I'm kind of hoping that August won't be as bad, but, you know how it is. Stuff's complicated. It takes a while to get things finished. So with that being said, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I might only go up until 5. We'll just see how I feel at the end of it, but there's not, too much here that I can really do. I am getting closer. It's just, it all takes a while, and plus we're in the mountains, because, obviously the mountains are the mountains, so. But yes, progress is slowly being made. Doesn't matter if it takes a while, so long as I can get progress made. But I have not been getting progress made in the thumbnails department. That is obvious. Not thumbnails, fucking voice logs department. And the thumbnail, technically speaking. But that's fine, because we got probably 2 or 3 more episodes of Croc left before we gotta worry about a thumbnail. Well, we technically gotta worry about a thumbnail now, because we only have 2 or 3 more episodes left. And I say that because we still have to go through the secret 5th island, and then we gotta do the achievements, which could be done as easily as 1 episode, or it could take us another episode. Because one of the episodes that we have to do is essentially just, I guess in this case we just gotta complete 5 levels without collecting a crystal, and we got to beat all the bosses without taking damage. That one might take a while, but I can't guarantee that that is going to take me that long. All it takes is for me to not be stupid in the beginning part, and then I just beat the bosses easily. I just gotta remember what bosses I have to take on that I took damage from the level itself and not the boss themselves, because it's saying the boss level, not the bosses, which kind of sucks because there are some bosses that I didn't take damage on, but I either died or took damage in the level. I can tell you one thing for a fact. I know I got through Itzy without taking damage, and I believe I went through Cactus Jack without taking damage, so, yeah. We got some work to be done there, but that's not going to be a problem right now. No, the problem right now is going to be us going through the main level, the last island, I should say, not main level. The last island, and then after we've gone through the last island, all we got to do at that point then is basically just, we just need to get our hands on 5 levels completed without collecting crystals. I think I could kind of do that with the bosses, because if we don't get through that without taking damage, it might as well always be counted as a full-on fail state, so we gotta restart the whole level again anyways. I guess the crystals are just there to prevent me from having to lose a bunch of lives like an idiot. Though, would it really matter that much if this basically means we beat the game and we don't need to continue with that save file anymore? I will say it's going to be, kind of bittersweet that we end Croc. Feels like it just didn't last as long as I thought it was going to take. Some of those levels weren't really that lengthy as I remember them being, but, Borderlands, on the other hand, I know that series is definitely a lot lengthier because it's like an FPS RPG shooter. So I know for a damn fact that should last us a while, at least. Right? I mean, surely it will last us a while. We don't have to worry about thumbnails too much, because it takes a long time to get through the game that we all just lost now, so thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. It made us lost the game. It's, unless you have the wizard on you, that makes you immune to losing the game. You don't, well, tough shit. You lost. You gotta deal with it. I lost too, technically. So I gotta deal with it as well. I brought y'all down here with me. So we lost it. The game, that is, of course. And we keep losing it. Because I keep mentioning it. And we keep thinking about it. So we keep losing it. It's an endless cycle of constant failure. Because now we're just constantly talking about the game. And that means we are losing the game. It's a very, very fickle thing to try to win. Again, unless you have the wizard. Which I think I have the wizard. I don't know. Do you have the wizard? I mean, why wouldn't you have the wizard? Seems like a no-brainer to have the wizard. The wizard helps you become immune to the game's rules. Okay, I guess I didn't need that either. But yeah, if you have the wizard, you're good. If you don't have the wizard, you're fucked. What happens when you lose the game? Death? Possibly. You get fucked. And not the good kind of fucked. The opposite fucked. Who knows? Maybe you want to get opposite. You got your thing. But then you would just get reversed fucked. And if that is your thing, and if your thing is not that thing, and how do I say that? If your thing is that, and you don't like the other thing, then you're obviously clearly not going to accept the getting regular fucked. So, yeah. I don't know what side you've chosen. Of course. You've chosen the even side, apparently. So, yeah. Lesson learned. Never lose the game. You're going to find yourself in a situation that not even you can get yourself out of. That's just the way it is. And it sucks. It sucks. There's not much you can really do about it. You can only accept it the way it is. Maybe you have a coping mechanism for losing the game. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've accepted that you lost it, and therefore don't need to cope. But there are those that do need it. They lost the game. They have suffered a tragic fate from losing the game. And now they have to find a means to cope their failure. Maybe this is the straw that broke the camel's back. And now that failure, henceforth, has brought upon thee a heart attack. And I say that I'm sorry that I made you get a heart attack for losing the game? Not really. Sounds like a skill issue if you ask me. But, some of us take losing gracefully, others not so gracefully. And in the end, tell me I have pressed page down. Good. 10 minutes and I'm like, did I check? No, I didn't check. I should be checking. I should have checked. Didn't check. too busy focused on making people get heart attacks from losing the game. Yep. What an interesting death note that I have. Literally, it's just. Could you imagine? The death note is basically just whoever it loses the game gets a heart attack. The stakes have never been so high. And plus, it's not even just like you say it to like do it on purpose and make someone lose the game, and it's like, oh, this whole funny thing, and or even if you're using it as a means to like try to give them a heart attack, it's a self-sabotaging kind of scenario. You gave them a heart attack, but now you two are also having a heart attack because you brought up the game. And it's not even a thing that you have to like write the name in. It's literally just a death game. That's what we'll call it. It's the death game. It's not a note, it's a game, and also this is not how this is supposed to be. I'm a fool. But it can be, to some extent. But yeah, no, it's literally just a game where if you think about it, you say it, you do anything to bring its existence up. Whoever lost that game dies of a heart attack. Henceforth, the death game. The stakes have never been so higher. You best watch what you say, because you might find yourself committing the death game or something, I don't know. Some very cheesy and stupid movie whole title thingy or some shit. That kind of stuff. Yeah. Yep. Man, am I tired. I just wanted to get another video recorded today, and this means that tomorrow will be the last one again. Which makes sense because, it's not enough time in a day to be able to get all of the things recorded, so I'm content getting 4 things recorded in one day, which is something that I have done before and multiple times. Rarely have been getting the chance to do again as of late, just due to so many things. It's kind of annoying, but there's not much I can really do about it. And luckily, though, while I am doing something on a Saturday, it's not hopefully going to take too long, and it's on a afternoon, not the morning, so I don't have to worry about getting up early, though my voice is going to be so hoarse from all of this talking. Ugh. I gotta talk in these YouTube videos. As I've said I don't know how many times, I've said it so many times, the insane ramblings are the point of these half the times. Because otherwise you'll just see me silently building this. Like, let's see what that's like for, like, a minute. I said it was just about a minute because I didn't do it accurate. They're boring, right? Though I was doing facial expressions, so maybe that was entertaining as well. So maybe if April Fool's falls on a Wednesday, and I'm obviously still going to be working on this during that time frame, I'll do an entire episode of me not talking and just doing facial expressions. People are going to be so confused, and then they're going to just see when this was posted and be like, oh, I get it. This was posted on April 1st, because obviously not many people are going to watch this during the actual April 1st. This April 1st was me pretending that oxygen not included was a raft, and I built the boat. That's right, I built the boat, and oxygen not included. God, this mountain is so goddamn big and has so many pieces to it. All the mountains are so big and have so many pieces to it. I didn't accidentally somehow create like 2 of these, right? Also, when the hell did I grab that? I didn't grab a piece from here, right? Doesn't look like I did, so I think we're fine. I just want to see. This isn't like 2 block spaces, right? No, this is 1. Okay, good. This is still fine. I didn't have this exact thing in mind, but I do like this little divot anyways, so yeah, that'll do. Anyways, 150. Okay, I need to take this map and I want to move it over here. All right. So it doesn't look like this mountain's going to get in the way, which is good. But also, let's not forget the fact that there is still... perfect. The zoom in part, which is like right here. So try to leave some of this open, I guess. All right, let me grab you, move you over. I really just want to start getting progress on this general portion first and foremost. So difficult to do. Okay, so it looks like this will probably just, be the whole mountainside, which is fine. Okay, well, this isn't fine. Here. 0, 25, 25, 0. I don't know, 25. Okay, obviously not 25, but whatever number it needs to be around here. So 11 first. Perfect. Great. Okay. Glad we have that taken care of. Now we'll just start building from here, I guess. I do say, part of me feels like most of this month might not be as bad. But another part of me is like, don't be fooled, you fucking dumbass. It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Like, first of all, it doesn't help that some people are just too goddamn prideful for their own good. Now it's basically just a waste of a freaking 4 hours on a Sunday. So annoying, There's just no other way to explain it. It's just very dumb decisions that get made that makes you question why they were made to begin with. It's like they're trying to get away with something, and I'm just over here thinking, why? Why even bother trying to get away with something? Obviously, I know what you're freaking doing, and I don't like it. I'm pretty sure somebody else doesn't like it either. So stop it. Cut shit out. Get some help. Go and call Michael Jordan. Ugh. So that is just making me question if I'm going to actually have any time to do anything. Like, they made the decision half right. Not even half right. It's like 3/4. They just fucked up in the freaking final quarter. That's why they needed to call Michael Jordan. He'd be able to make smarter plays here and help you out. Then you wouldn't have choked in the final quarter. It's just, I don't know. Decisions baffled me. But then again, that's just the way life is now with the dumbasses that are currently in power and everything. The very ghoulish people. Not just the ones in power, but the ones who are just blindly following them because they just don't have anything else good in their lives, so they're just going to make everyone else's lives miserable for no reason at all. I might be miserable, but I don't want to make other people around me miserable, damn it. That just makes you a wet blanket. And, of course, being a wet blanket is not good, if you need a reminder, a refresher. A crash course in what's good and what isn't good. So, yeah, no, these are trying times where we are more divided now than we were before. Oh, also, this is technically supposed to be here, so I think I'll just I'll bring it down here. You could stay down here, cover this little area up, why not? So, yeah, it's very upsetting to see what the world has come to. But not surprising, I'd say. Not surprising in the least. I guess it's always kind of been like that, right? It's just always been like, I don't like your side, or something like that. But I don't think it was like to this extent, to where people are literally going to go out of their way to become Nazis and terrorize a bunch of people just trying to work. Trying to live a good life. But no, you don't want them to live that good life. Because you don't like people living good lives. You don't even like the people who are here legally, so why the hell would you be any different for those who aren't here for that, but are actually trying to get a job and contribute to society? It's more than most frickin' white people out there, you know? Some white people are just living off of disability checks. Literal white trash. I guess those are the kind of people who are very easily influenced by the dumbass moronic imbeciles in charge of things. And it's not just the one person either. No, there's multiple. There is multiple. Like that one woman that killed her dog in a ditch because it inconvenienced her. You have to be a special kind of evil to just shoot and kill your dog. You really do. Like, there's no justification for it. Like, none at all. But then again, it just seems like those particular type of people have no morals, no qualms. And like I said, it takes a very special kind of person to be that evil. It is evil. It really is. Like, part of me really, really hopes that God in heaven exists, so that one day I maybe find myself up there, don't know why. Maybe God's a fan of my creations and whatnot, and is like, You're doing good things. You're making things, giving people entertainment, even if it's not like, I guess safe for work or something. You're still doing good things. You're not being a burden. You're paying your what you call it and whatnot. Working, living, doing all that stuff. And then you have those people, the one person who shot her, I don't even know if it was her dog specifically. I think it was like her child's dog or some shit. I don't remember. And then she's like, well, I suppose to go to heaven. God's like, you killed a dog. That, like, in cold blood, you killed a dog. It didn't even have rabies. It wasn't a mercy kill. You just killed this dog because you're a psychopath. To hell you go. It would be hilarious. And also, it's like those who are self-proclaimed, those who are Christian, and yet they are the most vile, hatred people imaginable. Like, I don't know too much about God. I know He's an all-loving being. And I think even He can confidently say He does not love what His followers are portraying. No doubt about it. But He could also be a terrible God too. I don't know. It feels like there's multiple different variations of the Bible that shows God to be a douchebag or God to be all loving and all caring. I don't know. I don't know what the original Bible was, and quite frankly, I feel like at this point in time, the original probably doesn't exist anymore. Call me crazy, but I don't think the original exists anymore. And if it does, we probably don't even know how to read it, do we? We most likely don't know how to read it. I mean, let's be real here. Some of us do. There are those who maybe were like, I learned this dead language because I felt it was interesting. It was a nice, unique thing that I wanted to do. And now I can finally put that to use, kind of deal, But anyways, yeah, that's what I have to say about all that. I don't think that these people are going to go where they think they're going to go. Because if I was God, I definitely would not approve of anything that my supposed followers are preaching and prospering and doing all that stuff. Really. I mean, let's be real here. It's not good. It's very bad. I think everybody and their grandmother that's got a half a brain can agree that what's been going on out there is just very evil and vile. I don't really care for it. If you want to be evil and vile, do it elsewhere. Stop trying to make it like a normal thing. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. And if you want disturbing, don't mess with an actual serial killer psychopath. You want to get rid of bad people, get rid of the actual killers, the actual murderers. Go on, do it. Attempt to do it. You'll find that they'll be unpredictable and will actually probably get you killed. These people are only going after those who are hardworking because they know that they're not going to get their asses 7 foot down underneath the graves of stone and concrete. Because they're not going to mess with, I don't even know if it would be a group. If it is a psychopathic killer, it might be on his own. They're not going to mess with that. They're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to get this guy into 7-Eleven. I feel like this is probably a lot more safer than this guy who has like 12 knives surgically merged into his hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where the fuck are the other 3? Or 8. 12 knives, 2. The other 2 are probably up here. And he's like, ah! And he cuts this guy's jugular and throat out, and then he cuts back to reality because he was thinking about the potential things that could go wrong if he went after 12 knives, Joseph or something. I didn't want to go for Johnny. We already got, what was it, 2 toes Johnny, 12 toes Johnny. I don't remember who he was. But this guy is all 12 knives Joseph. 12 knife hand Joseph. And his name is Joseph. But he has 12 knives. Or on his surgically connect. You get the freaking backstory for this crazed serial killer that I am conjuring into the world. He's in Texas. So look out for a crazed man named Joseph with 12 knives surgically attached to him. White as pale as a ghost, probably does all of the meth. Most likely does some Jenkins. Probably smells like it too. If I remember, that's just shit in the bag, right? I don't recall. I don't know drugs, and I don't know why I remember it being that, but I kind of have an idea. I was like a bit an American Dad, right? But I don't think they called it Jenkins, did they? The guy's like, my body waste. Come on, huff it up now. That's probably what 12 knife hand Johnny looks like, in all honesty. Hell, the man got stabbed and killed by a knife. Maybe he got resurrected and placed into this world, and now he's going out there huffing his own shit and then stabbing people with 12 knives in his hands. He was born with 12 knives in his hands. Oh yes, he was a very dangerous baby. We couldn't have him in kindergarten because he kept on trying to grab other babies, and that just stabbed those babies. And those babies cried their eyes out. Oh man, the amount of lawsuits that kindergarten surmounted just by having 12 knife hand Joseph, literally baby form, going in and just stabbing. Not even stabbing, trying to touch the others, only to just stab them because he, again, has 12 knives surgically attached to his hands. And yes, the knives do shed. And as he grows older, the knives shed and he gets more knives in place of the knives that were shed. And, yeah, this is where the mountain needs to kind of go into. Yeah, mountain probably going to come here and be a thin mountain, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, yeah, that's the story, or at least the origin stories of 12 knife hands Joseph. Man, I went through all the J's almost. Jimmert. I don't know what I grabbed here. I did that, right? Do this. So anyways, what were we saying again? Oh yeah, something about dumbasses in power because of dumbasses in power. I hate dumbasses in power. You heard Matt Pat running for like some kind of political stuff? God, at this point, it doesn't matter who the hell's in charge, but I feel like Matt Pat would probably be a million times better than what we have now, because the man's actually smart. The man knows what he's doing. All the years of theory crafting and all that stuff got him to a point where he can, that's the wrong one, where he can now go into politics. And, people like that are the ones that need to be in charge of things, because they actually care for people. This motherfucker, currently in charge, doesn't care for people. He only cares about himself. It's very obvious. If you can't see it, then you've drunk the Kool-Aid. It's too late for you. God, every day more and more I find myself becoming Dale Gribble. And there's a King of the Hill reboot, and it makes so much sense. With Dale Gribble. Gribble-ibble. Honestly, it feels like he's right half the frickin' times. But I'm not gonna dip into conspiracy theories. Because honestly, they're not even theories anymore. At this point, we can just say safely, confidently, for a fact, they're pretty much just true. They are true. I can't see them as anything but true. Just decisions that are being made. Many decisions that are being made. That just is like very bold-faced. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That one person who was in prison, the only one that's suffering consequences for that dead dumbass's decisions, literally lying through her teeth to be able to go to a more cozy prison, probably might even get pardoned. I mean, let's be real here, it's most likely going to happen. Like the current people in charge are literally, right there. And this is the funny thing about having Photoshop right here, is that I don't even have to say it. I just gotta point my cursor at it. Yep. Am I not wrong? It honestly feels like it's just so blatant that it hurts. It hurts how blatant it is. It physically hurts how blatant it all is. And they keep doing it because they know they can get away with it. Nobody here wants to try to hold them accountable for it. And I'd say get all of them. Every single one of them. I don't care who's on it, because I don't give a shit about politics anyways. Whoever's on the list, I don't give a damn. Let's see here. We're on 54. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61, 2, 3, 64, 64. Good, so that's 64. Alright, 64, 64, 64, 64. 64, 64. 64. God, it takes so long to get that to load. That's not 64, you dumbass brain. 64. Enter. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it with a Dale Gribble voice. Which, by the way, part of me is not entirely too sure about Dale Gribble's current voice. Because I don't know if this is the new voice or not. Or if this is like the recorded voice. Why does everything feel crooked? Or if this is like the recorded voice that, what do you call it? Dale Gribble's voice actor recorded. I don't know. But the one thing I feel like, at the very least, I can confidently say here is, his voice direction also makes sense. He's a smoker. He has smoked a lot. So it would be weird if his voice sounded, how Hank's voice sounds the same as he does. Because the man has smoked probably like several dozen packs a day or something, So all things considered, his current voice direction, it makes sense. My eyes so tired. It makes sense, but it also sounds weird. But that's the life of a smoker. You have smoked so many packs of cigarettes throughout your life, you're gonna sound craggly and kind of out of place. But it's still funny. I only got to episode 5 right now because I'm watching it daily ever since it came out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll watch 6 tomorrow, or tonight, technically speaking. So yeah. Get the chloroform. It's nice to have King of the Hill back. And it's interesting to see what it is with like the new modern storylines that occurs. The white people being offended on another race's behalf. Like, seriously. How many white people out here are like, Speedy Gonzales is offensive to Mexicans? And the Mexicans are like, Speedy Gonzales is our hero. He is the greatest representation who ever lived. I guess white people are the problem. Does that mean I'm the problem? No, I don't give a shit. I'm not a part of this equation. Don't lump me in with you sons of bitches. I'm doing my own thing. I've always done my own thing. I'm kind of a lone wolf like that. For the most part, anyways. I guess I've always been a kind of awkward guy. Those of you probably don't get the reference, but this new show that I've been watching, anime. I like it so far. It's funny. Sometimes hard to keep up when like the very chaotic stuff occurs, but Dan, or however the hell that's pronounced, because my God, it's hard for me to pronounce the name sometimes, even though it shouldn't be, but it is. I got a lot of evens, but not any odds. Shitbird, give me an odd. Yeah, another episode with a roller coaster of conversations and emotions. It was silly, then serious, then silly again, and now I don't know where to take it. You take it from here. Where do you want this episode to go? Option A or option B? Or the secret option C, as I take my club and smash you with it because you dared to consider option C over the options that I gave you. Now, what do we learn? Don't anger the caveman with the very tiny items that he uses, except for his club, which is literally the size of him. Inside reference that none of you are going to get. God, I gotta frickin' figure out when the hell I can showcase the fucking Pulaskis. Okay, I guess that's gonna be open now. You know what? I don't think we need you. I don't know many of you would even understand the reference or find it funny. Not really much of a reference, it's more so just a funny scene and whatnot. Whatever. Not my problem. No, my problem is to just build. And keep building until eventually we're done building. And we're not done yet. We might be done. How much do we get done with? At least... Fuck. Get out of here, you. Cool. Guess I moved that instead of copied and pasted it. So this takes you to the tar pits. Unfortunately, we have no way of being able to unlock it to be able to get to here, even if we did have levels made. Because we still need to get to this lever, which will open up this gate, which I didn't put the lever down for some reason. Why didn't I put the lever down? Well, we got 14 minutes left. I think what I'm going to do... I think I'm just going to go on ahead and try to add a little bit more to this little spot right here. And then... God, of course, a lot of these are odds. No problem. I got an odd right here. And then I'm going to see what I can do about placing the lever. It's not the worst idea to go on ahead and place those, you know. I don't think I have a vertical odd piece or even piece, so I'll have to make one here. Yep. There we go. All right, a nice little mushroom block kind of thing. I mean, I guess we could definitely do some kind of like eruption bit there. I don't know exactly. The tar is going to like eventually start to become more of a prevalent thing in this area, more so than this area. I think that's fine enough. We're about to reach the shoreline here, which means there's going to be a lot less blocks to make up here. Think about it. Just think about it. We got this entire line here that's probably going to stop like right here and don't go until, we get to the point where we can do this off camera. Well, no, I do think this... No, oh God, I don't know. There's going to be a gate like right here and a mountain like right here curving in this direction and like a pathway here with a mountain there. But the pathway opens up and allows you to see the camera going here. So maybe we'll just stop here and we'll worry about that later. So it's just like going up to here, then going down to here, going here, and going down to here, going here, and going here, which then has a water around here, which we could probably fill that in, actually. And then, here, same thing we did here, here, so on and so forth until eventually we get to the end. And hopefully by that point, I will finally have the voice log thing taken care of, all the arrows placed, and then the mountainside over here. All of this has been finished. Hopefully. I just need to get the voice log finished. Right now I need to get a thumbnail made for Borderlands. The first one, obviously. And then I need to do other things. Okay, so let me go to prefabs. I think Zone POI, right? Because that's where all of the updated pieces are. So I can go over to here. I'll set this up, but I'm just placing it so we know where it is and what it looks like and where it should go. Why am I doing this? I don't even... Where are you? Here. Okay, good. Move by 25. I want to keep this concise for now. Move it up. Okay, so this is where you are. Good. Do I rotate you or... Yeah, what is it, 180? Yeah, 180. think the idea here is to have this kind of be slightly hidden, but maybe like show a tiny bit of it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, also before we end the episode, I got a nice type of A&W soda, which is basically just ice cream sundae. Now you might be wondering, ooh, that just doesn't sound right. It is actually surprisingly good. It tastes like chocolate soda, which, I wasn't sure if I would like, but I do like it. So, yay! I saved some money, and I also got 3 cases of soda because they only had 2 cream sodas for some reason and not 3. But hey, I like the Sunday thing. I might maybe alternate between the 2. Who knows? But, yeah. So, okay, I guess right now it's just placed there. It doesn't matter if it's exactly where it needs to be. It'll be moved later. I gotta catch up on drawing projects so I can make sure I have an hour a day to work on this so I can get the rest of these freaking voice logs finished because I'm still stuck on 5, as you can clearly tell. And then I gotta start getting navigation set for everything, adjust the zone around the navigation because that's a thing I always forget that is a problem. Get this area built, and then build some levels. And then make the 4th zone. 4A's music, 4A. I just want to get 3rd zone built. I know this is going to take a long time, but I'm prepared for it to take a long time. So that's all the time I have for today's episode, though, folks, because I'm tired. To try to not, wake up too late. And yeah, so thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out their playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft ROTC Edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.